So if you've poured yourself a cup of coffee lately, maybe you've noticed something. Prices, they seem to be surging.
They really are.
Yeah, I mean, Robusta prices jumped, what, $130 per ton recently? And Arabica's climbing, too. It makes you wonder, like, what's actually brewing here?
It's a really interesting mix right now. Our sources are pointing to two main things, two big forces kind of colliding.
Okay,
First, you've got some pretty severe weather hitting key growing areas. We're talking Brazil mainly.
right.
And second, there are these big fears about potential new trade tariffs popping up.
Okay.
So yeah, this deep dive is really about digging into those factors, seeing how they connect, and what it all means for, the coffee market and, well, your morning cup.
Okay, let's start with the weather then.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, the report sounded pretty bad. July 29th, right? A huge hailstorm in Minas Gerais in Brazil.
That's the one.
And that's not just, like, anywhere. It's a really crucial coffee area.
Absolutely critical.
Analysts, Sutton Financial, I think, said it could damage a big chunk of the crop there. And you saw Robusta prices react immediately.
Instantly.
That September contract on the London Exchange, it jumped 4.03%. That's that $130 per ton spike. It's kind of amazing how fast a storm in one place affects things globally.
It really is. And it highlights just how central Brazil is. It's the world's biggest producer of Arabica coffee.
And the main one.
So any disruption there, even just hailstorms or there are also some concerns about cold snaps in other coffee areas there too. It sends ripples everywhere, affects supply, affects prices almost overnight.
Okay, so weather is definitely one big piece.
Yeah.
But then you mentioned tariffs. That sounds like a whole other layer of uncertainty.
Exactly. The market's really on edge about this possibility that the U.S. might impose a 50% tariff on Brazilian goods.
50%. Wow.
Yeah. And the deadline they're talking about is potentially Friday if some kind of trade deal isn't worked out.
And that fear alone is moving prices.
Seems like it. Arabica prices in New York, those September contracts, they ticked up 1.39% partly on this news.
So what would happen if that tariff actually goes through? What are the implications?
Oh, that'd be pretty severe. I mean, think about it. The U.S. is the biggest coffee drinker in the world, right?
Right.
And we get about a third of our coffee directly from Brazil. That's something like 8 million bags a year, these 60-kilo bags.
Okay, that's a huge amount.
It is. So a 50% tariff, it could basically just halt that flow. U.S. roasters, coffee companies, they'd have to scramble.
Scramble where?
To find alternatives, likely much more expensive ones from places like Colombia or maybe Central America, East Africa.
Okay, more expensive for them, probably more expensive for us eventually.
Probably. And then think about Brazil. Suddenly they've got this massive coffee surplus they can't sell to their biggest customer.
Right. Prices there could collapse.
Potentially, yeah. Internal